me always to drive.
4-year-old Braden Balfour and his siblings tell of the balloons they just sent to heaven for their brother Bryce.
And you drew him a castle?
No.
3 kids and one on the way who will only know their brother by these home videos and snapshots.
They do know that they have a brother in heaven, and they know his name, and they refer to him sometimes in pictures and things like that. But I don't think they really comprehend yet that there was a boy before them, a baby before them that was here that had died.
Well, we've got the mother's performing CPR right now.
Okay, do you know what happened?
No. Ma'am, the operator needs to know what happened. Oh my God, no! I'm not sure what happened.
5 years after an attempt to revive her lifeless baby from her sweltering car, the hurt is as agonizing as it was then.
The pain that I felt from losing him back in 2007 is just as real as it was then. There are days when I feel like it was just yesterday that it happened.
Pain that was self-inflicted March 30th, 2007 by Lynn Balfour when she accidentally left her 9-month-old baby Bryce in her car at work at the JAG school at UVA for 7 hours. She would escape criminal charges for his death, but says she's living every day in her own prison with the guilt that she killed her child. The tears as real as they were back then.
I never got to hear my son say mama. I never got to hear him say I love you. I will never see him graduate. I will never see his children. And that is my fault.
Lynn gets through daily life now, trying to keep the promise she shared with us the last time we sat in her living room in 2008.
That I would educate parents and tell them to include the ones that don't think it can happen to them, that it can, and this is real.
And every one of these faces tell the story of just how real it is. Despite Lynn's efforts to educate parents through advocacy groups and the media, stats show last year was one of the deadliest on record for accidental hyperthermia deaths.
As this anniversary started to come, we started to come closer to it, I just felt like I haven't done enough.
Evidence through the many calls she gets from parents in Virginia and around the world who share a bond with her they never intended.
The man's been acquitted by a U.S. court of the manslaughter of the baby boy he adopted from Russia.
Like Miles Harrison, who left his newly adopted son Chase in a Northern Virginia parking lot for hours. The Balfours named their youngest son after him.
But I tell them it's not going to get any easier. It's something you learn to live with. You still feel that loss, you still feel that pain because that child's never going to be there again.
And it's what would have been that hurts the most. Bryce Balfour would be in class right now here at Ruckersville Elementary, wrapping up his kindergarten year and planning his 6th birthday party in June.
Seeing other children the age that Bryce would have been and wondering what he would have looked like, wondering how his personality would have been, being able to interact with him and see how he would have interacted with his siblings.
And when those terrible twos do kick in,
I just said you had to go, yes.
I was crying.
Lynn's husband, who she says she's never been closer to, reminds her.
He just tells me that I need to focus on the children and make sure that we spend time with them and the importance of knowing what we've lost and being blessed with what we have. You could lose everything in your life. You could lose everything. As long as you have your family and they're healthy and you're happy, everything else can be replaced.